Welcome to vlog 4. That's a golf reference. I know sport. Sticking with sport, so I was filming this week. I played a motor car drive for real. Vroom, vroom. Can't tell you anything about it, but look out for it on Sky. Get out of the way! Something like that. So how have you been? Speaking about fast cars, did you see Will Young's rant on Monday about Top Gear? It's not even called Top Gear now. The Great Challenge or whatever. I don't know. I don't watch it. Anyway, apparently Jamie Clarkson has been making some rather crude jokes about gays. Doesn't he always? Speaking of inappropriate gay jokes, I saw Club Tropicana this week. Not that there's inappropriate gay jokes per se, just an entire character that's a walking stereotype played by Joe McElderry. Nothing new there. It was actually quite funny, to be fair. Oh, but it was cringe. If you haven't seen it, all my gay friends said, "Oh, it's so much fun." I mean, they're not American. It's so much fun. I think one of them was Scottish, actually. So much fun. It's just a wee laugh. Anyway, they liked it. A friend of mine described it as Mamma Mia on acid. The audience seemed to like it. Maybe it was just me. To be fair, there were some talented people in it. Neil McDermott is great. Joe McElderry is amazing. Helen Chug Jones. Got a bit of a crush on him. He's my understudy story. Did you hear about him? You know I love an understudy story. He was an understudy in Chess and stepped in halfway through the show when the guy who was playing the character went off to have a baby. He didn't have a baby, his wife was having a baby. Or something like that. Anyway, Kellen Chug Jones is amazing and his voice is gorgeous. So it was quite nice to see him in the leading role. But the rest of the show, I mean, I know it's set in the 80s, but it really is dated. I mean, it's 2019. Are we still making jokes about Europeans and gays and trans people? Don't think I didn't notice that one. Really? Those jokes? Those gags that were just lame. But people seem to enjoy it, so... Am I being a bit harsh? It just bothers me when tours are collapsing because they're not selling, and then they go and put on this. I went to watch Cassidy Janson on Monday. She is beautiful. This week's been all about musical theatre stars who've turned to recording artists. First up, Portia Emare. She was one of the original divas in Priscilla Queen of the Desert. She then went on to form the Idols and now sings with Hollywood and the Kings. Here's a little bit of what she was singing on Monday with Steph Green on the keys.
I never knew there was a love like this before. Never had someone to show me love.
You can find her EP Locket on iTunes. Next up, Conleth Kane.
Short breath, I wake up, I look out, the sun's up, and I realize it was only just a dream. And when I'm back, my eyes wet, my cheeks stained, I forget, 'cause I realize it was only just a dream.
His debut album Proud will be out later in the month, and I'll be at the launch party at Zadell to tell you all the gossip. Also releasing music this month is Jack Hawitt. He was one of the original Gaga boys in We Will Rock You and is now a singer-songwriter.
We can run when it gets hard to breathe. But what if we can't keep the pace? And we can stay over, then we can see. But if we're taking on the water, we're taking on the water.
That was earlier this week at a gig with Aidan Martin from X Factor.
It's an illusion, and more than just skin and bone. That's when you gotta let it go.
this week, I saw an incredible show, but I can't tell you anything about it. I actually can't, because they told me not to. Basically, even though they tweeted and retweeted that I was at the show, they then sent me a direct message asking me not to review it. I was like, what? I wasn't going to review it anyway. They basically asked me not to say anything about it. To be fair, it was a really good show. I wasn't going to say anything bad. So, I won't. Go and see it. Or you can't. They then did an Instagram takeover on the Soho Theatre where you can see her having a pedicure and talking about her boyfriend's hairy back. But let's not talk about it. Also this week, Rebecca Trehearn, Olivia Award winner, is going to be in rags at the Hope Mill Theatre. I'm excited. I love Rebecca. She's amazing. And I love the Hope Mill Theatre. And I love Stephen Schwartz. It's going to be incredible. So, this week I had a new blog out, The Future of Cabaret. Did you read it? I talk about Rob Fowler and Sharon Sexton's new show, A Vision of You, which has just released new tickets for their Peterborough gig. Also might have fangirled a little bit too much over Ryan Anderson. He's amazing though. Oh, so this is exciting. I was at the launch of MT Fest UK, a brand new series of shows brought to you by Paul Taylor Mills for 2 weeks at the Other Palace. The lineup for their Nightcap series had already been released, and the lineup for their taster menu was released this morning through What's on Stage. Check out their website to find out all the information. I'll be talking a lot more about this festival as it comes up. But for now, here are 3 clips from the launch, including Evelyn Hoskins, Luke Bayer and Sooz Kempner.
Last Monday at breakfast, you made my heart stand still. At the moment, I was asking if you paid the broadband bill.
Days will turn to years, and when the smoke all clears, when I refer to what we were, I will simply smile and say, you're the one who got away.
I clapped it all night long. Thought that I could pole dance, thought that I could pole dance. Turned out I was wrong.
So this week I launched a second in my That Stagey Blog Meet series with Steph Parry. Did you watch it? What did you think?
I had the #1 dressing room in the Drury Lane Theatre. That was like...
Even over Ashley Day?
Even over Ashley Day.
Surprised you didn't try and get it.
Oh, it was in there all the time.
So the Donmar Warehouse have announced that they're doing a production of Sweet Charity. I saw the production twice last year, once with Rebecca Trehearn and once with Gemma Sutton, and I actually love this show. So I'm really excited to see what they do with it. In sad news, it was announced on Friday that Clive Swift had passed away. He was aged 82. I managed to catch Noel Sullivan's cabaret on Friday at Zadell.
Like me.
Honestly, one of my favourite performers. He's such a lovely guy. Here's another song he did with the gorgeous Andy Coxon and the MD Nick Barstow.
So he's a bit of a fixer-upper, so he's got a few flaws, like his peculiar reindeer thing with a reindeer that's a little outside of nature's laws. So he's a bit of a fixer-upper, but this we're certain of, you can fix this fixer-upper up with a little bit of love.
Noel talked a little bit about last year and his struggles with mental health. So it was nice to see him back and on such great form. On Saturday afternoon, I went to watch one of my best friends, Abi Carter Simpson, in the Musical Comedy Awards. She was taking part in the 4th round and got through to the quarterfinals. Yes!
I found myself embroiled in one of the worst sections of time, the period after Christmas, where we feel the furthest from sublime. The way our feelings change from eating, oh, everything in sight. Excessive eating, drinking and spending, we do it with all of our bloody minds. And then we literally close our eyes for a few hours on the 31st. No doubt waking up the next morning with that dreaded hangover thirst. I throw my phone across the room, Uber Eats, McDonald's, I will not cave. This year I'll stick to my resolutions, there's no time to misbehave.
Yesterday I attended the 9th annual Off West End Awards, celebrating the best in independent, alternative and fringe theatre, and I managed to catch up with last year's winner, Trehearn Williams, and this year's winner, Gemma Sutton. How does it feel to be back?
Oh, it's so lovely. I was really, really grateful and honoured and humbled to be invited back and to present an award. It's so nice because it's so nice to get an award like this and get the recognition for work that you do, especially in fringe theatre.
That feels very exciting and totally unexpected.
So that's it for this week. Hope you've had a great week. Get in touch, tell me what you've been up to, tell me what you've been seeing, and tell me what you like. I also must give a shout out to Lisa Gaywright. She's written a new musical called Botox or Bust, which will be shown between the 21st to the 23rd of March. If you want any more information about that, have a look at that tweet. Next week, I'll have some really exciting information about the show goes on at the Piano Works. You really won't want to miss it. Until next time, bye!